Hey guys, what's up? You're back with a another update. Hopefully, this one is the final update before I can ship this one off. But this is an update to put in some things that you guys said that I thought were pretty good ideas. They're pretty reasonable and stuff. Um, so yeah. Anyway, first thing I want to show you guys is if you go into the journal right here, there are now entries that you can put in to like organize your entries and stuff into. And these aren't like the hard-coded ones like diary, memento, that kind of stuff. They you can add entries manually and name them whatever it is you want. So yeah, whatever it is that tailors best to your mod, you can go ahead and use that. You can also add as many as you want, although I wouldn't recommend posting more than 4 or 5. Although, in all fairness, you probably shouldn't be adding more than say 2 or 3. If you guys past that, it just gets a little bit confusing anyway. Anyway, so yeah, if you go click into one of these things, it will automatically take you to a list of the entries. That one is empty for right now, but we will see to that in a second. The other thing I want to show you is if you go into snippets, instead of listing all of the separate entries as something that you can open up individually, it will instead show the snippets as a like bunch of different lines of text. It'll just take the title and post them into a new line. That's useful if you wanted to have like a one-stop place for people who want to go and see what their objectives are or whatever. You can make a category like this. So yeah, and then what's the next thing? All right. So this next thing is, I'm a little bit embarrassed I didn't put it in by default. But if you were to open up, say, the second journal right there, and we add the first one, you can see the notification text behind the wall of. Let's turn that off real quick. All right. So yeah, the second one, and then we added the first one, and then let's go ahead and add a third one too. Why not? Oh, hello. Then we go into clipboard entries. They are still labeled in 1, 2, and 3 order. So yeah, I kind of wish I put this in at the beginning because it's kind of a no-brainer, but the entries can now be weighted so that even if you collect them in different orders, different chronological order, you can still force a particular order if you so desire. Yeah, and I guess it's a simple weighting system. You just add a number or whatever. It's not the big, not terribly complicated to use. Anyway, so yeah, that is the thing. And then also, which tab is faster? If we were to open up, grab another one right here, the fourth clipboard, put that down, go ahead and press N, and then it automatically opens up whatever entry it was that you just barely picked up. Then you can also set it for, you can also have it for whatever one was last picked up or updated. So like if something happened and you updated an entry later on, then that would be the new latest entry. So yeah, alright, moving on. You can now have image-based entries. And there's another thing I want to show you before I click on this. I'm going to warn you, but if you check out the notification text, you can have images alongside your text as well. You can see the little pamphlet thing right there. But then we go ahead and take a look at this pamphlet. Isn't it so pretty? Press N, and the entry is that picture. So you can have your entries be just images. That'd be useful for if you want to have a map or some kind of a visual-based cipher or puzzle, whatever. You can go ahead and do stuff like that if you so want. Alright, then the last thing is that I took the notification system and I took it out of the thing that it just automatically shows when you pick up something or something updates or whatever. And so instead it's a separate call, which I don't know, it might be a little bit inconvenient if you just want to do it faster, but it's really not that big of a deal. And also it makes it so you can post notifications for things that aren't necessarily a journal. Like say if you go over here to pick up this thing, dun dun dun, what is that? So yeah, you can have the notifications be only images if you want to, and then they can be attached to whatever you want. Like it can be attached to something that gives you a journal thing, or it can be attached to a tool, or if you set it up so that it's triggered when you walk into an area or whatever, or if you load the map, you open a door, whatever it is you want. You can just play the notifications, and they can be text only, image only, or a combination of both image and text. So yeah, I think that is everything. I think that's everything. So yeah. Oh, and I also took the sanity thing out because if there's not a sanity module, then there's no really point in having that. I'm gonna leave all the the code and the image stuff in there, so if somebody does make a sanity module, it's not hard to enable it, but it's just going to be gone by default because, why? Why even? Uh, so, yeah. There you go. Is the next, if you guys have any further suggestions that you might like to see added or whatever, if not, I'll go ahead and do the whole wrap-up thing. I also mentioned that I would like to put in the callbacks to the inventory system, so that if you wanted, you could like redesign this on your own if you want. You can redesign the looks or whatever with your own interface script or whatever. That's gonna be in there. It's not really something that I can show off that easily though, so I'm probably just gonna hold off on making making an update video about that because it's not something that can be easily showed off. But anyway, if this is the last one, then I'll be posting the stuff to the workshop and ModDB pretty soon. And I'm also like to have include a doc so that people can read to just jump into it quickly or whatever. They don't have to go searching through the code to find the function calls that are necessary and figure out what kind of twisted mindset that I imposed upon this or whatever. So yeah, and then I'd also at some point, once this is finished, once this project is wrapped up, I'd like to take what I learned in making this system over to the wiki to do a tutorial for people on how to make your own user modules. Because really, it's once you get into it and understand how it works, it's not that complicated to understand. But I understand if people is the initial wall of text of looking at the dev code is a bit daunting. Because totally understand that one. But anyway, so yeah, if you guys have any further suggestions or not, go ahead, let me know. Otherwise, I'll be looking forward to releasing this, hopefully by Monday, shall we say? Sure, we'll say Monday. That sounds like a reasonable date. So anyway, thanks you guys for watching.